Yo, 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 what's going on, my people? It's your girl, Ryder Creator, coming back with another one. Today, I wanted to go live and do something that I made up called This Week on the Internet. So, this week on the internet, I just want to get into some things. I hope everybody has had a lovely week. I hope you didn't let nobody take your shine. I hope you didn't let nobody stop your flow. Um, so, I'm going to jump into this week on the internet. Hopefully this connection stays right because it's raining where I'm at. And every time it rains, they give us a hard time with the connection. So anyway, let's get started. So forgive my voice. It is so hoarse. So I had to gargle with some salt water so I can get that out of there. But anyway, I I didn't mean to even volunteer all the information, but let's get into this week on the internet. So uh, this week on the internet, the first one thing I wanted to touch on is TTE 90. Now, this is no, uh, let me just talk about what happened. So, it's been stuff that was viral that was going around about something he did wrong. He came to issue the apology behind what he did wrong. Now, the rest of this, that thing I can agree with. It takes a man to admit he was wrong and try to make it right and make amends. That's what you're supposed to do on this earth. That's what you're here to do. Nobody is perfect and everybody going to make mistakes. And when you make those mistakes, you're supposed to approach it like a man and apologize. Now, I agreed with him with apologizing for the thing that went viral, which he did wrong, and he's going to try to make amends and make it right. But the thing I did not agree with is that he was apologizing to all these people that have snaked him out. Like, no, 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 no. Look, you even said it in your song that I seen on your premiere of your you did like a little mini concert with the release of your album. So you even said it yourself. Your grandma said your heart is going to be your downfall or whatever, or your heart is going to take you down or something, your grandma said. Because literally, Nadi, I feel like what you be doing is you literally reach in your chest, take your heart out and be like, here it go to everybody you meet. You got to be more careful with that because everybody you meet is not meant to have your heart or your love or your dedication straight off the bat. You have to assess the situation. I wish that I really had a chance to so I'm a spiritual advisor as well as what I do on here. And I wish I really had a chance to give TT Naya literal reading about who he is to understand himself a little better and understand what he's supposed to use to his benefit and understand what gifts he has to protect him in this world. So even though I haven't done that, I'm going to do this now. And I'm just going to put it out in the atmosphere that this finds him. This is going to find him. So, so how I feel about the situation with first let me break down who Titi Nadi is. Titi Nadi is an Aries man, and the Aries man leave their emotions are already on high. So you're saying you got your emotions in check, you got to control your anger, you got to control this, you got to control that. You really don't have control of your emotions, and because you are no, I'm gonna say this, not that you don't have control, is that you feel everything to the extreme. Like if an Aries is happy, they are jumping the air happy. If they're sad, they're fall to the floor sad. So with you knowing that, stop putting people or bringing people in your circles so that they can just stab you in the heart whenever they feel like it. Forgive me for saying that word. I did not mean to say that, but so they could stick you in the heart or knife you in the heart whenever they feel like it. You let people in too much. You give too much of yourself too soon. And that's with everybody. That's not just with love. That's with friendships. That's with everything. Assess the situation. So your power, right? Your power is you have the ability to read energy. You are an energy reader. So you read the energy of people, situations, and things. And you need to use this to the best of your ability to read the people that are around you. You could actually read the energy of if they're a snake, if they're this, if they're that. And you need to use these things because they're put there to protect you. And you need to assess the situation further before just giving your heart into people's hands like that. That's my advice to TT Nutty. Um, I really disagreed with the fact that he apologizing to these people. I literally seen one of these people snake him out about 24 hours before he came apologizing to that person. No. And just speaking on, I'm gonna try not to mention the person name, but it start with a Z. He know who it is. It start with a Z. And this person the night before um Nadi went live with his concert was snaking him out about, oh, he ain't show up once again. Why you on the sideline hating on him when he ain't do nothing but try to give you a hand up? It didn't work out because you wasn't bringing in the ratings. And the crazy thing is, I actually was surprised when I found out that he snaked out Nadi. I didn't know what people was talking about in the chat. They was like, oh, he fake as F, talking about the dude whose name start with a Z. They was talking about he fake as F. I didn't even have an idea who. I'm like, what? Because I said something with his name at the time in the chat. I didn't know that this man snaked him out yet. It took me a week or so to find out that he literally went on another person that was snaking him out and talking reckless about him, and they snaked him out together. They talked about him together. I'm like, oh wow. I thought because that man that started with a Z name was my sign that he was a loyal individual. Now he might be a loyal individual, but his loyalty did not lie with Nadi at all. So Nadi need to internalize that, understand that, read the energy of these people, watch who you keep around you in your circles, and keep that man away from you, and not just him. Anybody who have snaked you, if you deal with them, just deal with them on a professional level. Do not deal with them on a friendship. Do not be calling them. Do not be talking behind the scenes with them, because they are shady as they come. And that's what I see. And I feel like you need to be more vigilant of who you let around you, or the people that are around you. You have the ability to suss a snake when they're in your presence. So use that for your protection. So let me move on that. I just had to put that out there. So I think I covered everything, because it wasn't just the boy who name start with a Z, but he is the last I saw before I went to bed that night. I seen this man snaking him out. So looking for an apology. And I felt like he was an alias of a person that was on the chat that day, last night. And I was like taking shots at him because I felt like uh he was trying to troll under a different name. Be a man and say what you gotta say if that was him. You know what I'm saying? Say what you gotta say. Say it under your name. Don't say it under an alias. So when I figured out that it was his, I felt like it was his alias. I'm not gonna say it was his alias, but I thought it was his alias, and I started going at him just on purpose because I know I felt like in my soul that that was him. So I started going at him. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing that's going on. So another thing that's going on is um Oprah got caught taking Ozempic, child, and she's supposed to be representing Weight Watchers, y'all. Look, Oprah tried it. Look, so she got caught taking Ozempic, which is that new weight loss drug. Um, and she's supposed to be repping Weight Watchers, and she doing Weight Watchers commercials. So because she started taking Ozempic, I don't know how anybody found this out. I don't know if Oprah divulged this information herself, but it seemed like she got caught. Like maybe one of her doctors put out there that they prescribed that to her. So she in turn gave away her stocks that she had on Weight Watchers, and now left Weight Watchers, and now is I don't know if she's put in stocks for Ozempic, but she has left Weight Watchers, and now the stocks have plummeted because of people finding out about this information. I just wanted to throw that out there. That was hilarious. I just thought that was crazy. And what was funny was, right? So Tasha K was talking about this. Now, I did before I knew exactly what happened. It was like she was like, Oprah got caught lying, y'all. Oprah got caught lying. I said, and she started talking about her weight loss. She's like, Oprah ain't never been skinny before. I wasn't even watching it. I was listening to it, but I was doing something like making dinner or something. And so I was listening to the stream. So she was like, Oprah only been skinny one time in her life, and said when she first met Stubman. But no, she was skinny when she dragged that bag of fat out, or the wagon of fat on her show, and was like, this was me and all this, I lost all this weight. She was skinny then. I don't know if that's what she's talking about or not. But anyway, when she said that, I said, let me find out Oprah got caught taking those Ozempic. Like literally, I said this, and then she ended up saying that's what happened. I thought that was hilarious. But anyway, so um, let's move on to ooh, which one should I talk? Ooh, let me ask for some assistance from my ancestors to tell them which one they think I should talk about first. So, which one should I talk about? Corey Holcomb or Nature Boy? Nature Boy. Okay, so this guy named Nature Boy, who was from this Carbonation cult, right? He was the cult leader, but it was like maybe like 15 of them that was in a cult or whatever. And people used to televise their show or streams, and you know, I don't know if it was to mock or just to be nosy to see what's going on with them, but their cult was called the Carbonation. So he was on trial for being a cult leader. He was on trial for RABE. He also was on trial for, hey, YJ, how are you, boo? Peace to you, Kane. So, so, um, the dude, Nature Boy, was on trial for RAPE. He was also on trial for um false imprisonment, and he was on trial for putting revenge, PORN. I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if I can say PORN, but he was also on trial for putting revenge, PORN. Now this man was found guilty on all the charges, but the thing that stood out to me was that, and this happened in the state of Georgia. I think it's DeKalb County. I don't know. I don't give me the line, but I know it was Georgia, the state of Georgia. Now he was found out. Yeah. So y'all. So he was found guilty on all the charges and sentenced for the particular RAPE charge, that he was sentenced to life in prison with plus 10 years or something like that. So I'm like, what in the world? Now let me say this. I'm not campaigning for no RAPIST, but my thing is, since when have you ever heard of a man serving life sentence, okay, for that? I have never. I wish that they was this enthusiastic about sentencing these people, these predators, in all situations, but I have never heard of a person getting life in prison for that. Just for that, I think they're gonna have he gonna have a pill. I just feel like that because that's, I don't know. I never heard of that ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. And I just wish they would have had this energy for every person that did this type of crime. That's my thing. I feel like they were trying to make an example out of a black man. That's my personal opinion. Um, Remember that I got on the bottom that everything I say is allegedly. But yes, I feel like they were trying to make an example out of this man, and I couldn't believe it. So when I was in somebody else's live, the person who enlightened me on this, that the man was sentenced to life in prison plus 10 years for all three counts or whatever. So, and I'm not even sure that's the only thing that he got sentenced to. I'm just hearing it from like secondhand. So anyway, what I do know is that he got sentenced to life for that charge that I just talked about. So I'm trying not to repeatedly spell it. I don't know if they would start tripping or not. But anyway, so what was I about to say about Nature Boy? About that? About, dang, I was worked up about it too. But it'll come back to me. But I just got a problem with that because, and I'm not I'm a feminist to the highest degree. and I am if you do something to hurt a woman, I feel like you should pay to the full extent of the law. But this is the only person that has done it. Oh, I know what I was about to say. I also have a problem with them trying to charge him with that when it's almost like they're trying to say because these people were in a cult that this is why these people could not consent. But if you ever seen this show, I done literally seen. Now I'm not a repetitive watcher of the show, but I have seen bits and pieces of the show, and I have seen maybe like probably like 4 or 5 shows or something like that. But but my thing is, if you would have seen the mental state of these people, they was like just aching to be with this man. Like I seen something where he's like, "Get the f out of here," literally to this woman. Get the f out of here. She literally holding on his leg, like, "No, I want to stay. I want to stay." Like this is the type of people that was in his cult. But you gonna say that he did that to that person? That's crazy to me. I just cannot understand that. Like, yes, something might be wrong with their mind. Yes, he might have manipulated them mentally, but these people, I don't know. I just don't understand what that is about because they Tasha K gonna be interviewing these people in this cult, Carbon Nation, and she gonna pick up where she left off. She must have interviewed them before. She got them back in light of the conviction, and I'm just really eager to see what they got to say. Now in the preview, I seen that one of the girls was like, "So the woman energy is electron energy, and we are the movers or something." Girl, that ain't even what electric is. That's not even what electrons or electric is. Electric is initiated stimulant, magnetic energy. That's what electrons is. So I'm just gonna say that much. But this is what they were taught by Nature Boy or whatever. So um I wanted to see all that and see what that's about. He was doing girls and guys from what I know about him. So yeah, you said they were brainwashed. Yes, but my thing is, he don't need to be the only one. If you're gonna make him go to prison, he don't need to be the only one going to prison. Like I just feel like this is insane that you're trying to make. Now look, I understand the cult was crazy. People be brainwashed. It's so many cults out here. It's real religious organizations that could be considered a cult. Like, like, what's that thing that Summer's family belonged to? Mm, uh, it's a knockoff of the Latter-day Saints, who people say is a cult, allegedly. I'm not saying it, but I'm saying people say this. They say Jehovah's Witness is the same type of thing because of the type of SA, the type of SEXUAL abuse that is allowed and hushed behind the scenes in these type of communities. But it's another one, Kingsport. What is the name of that church? Kingsport. Uh, Not Scientology, but that is a yes. Okay, I would agree that is a cult. Okay, so but I wasn't talking about that, but yes, add that to the list because they people was running for their life away from these people. They trying to control them and control their purse strings and everything. But oh, what is it? I can't think of the word. Something 7 Day Adventist. That's what I'm talking about. It's a knockoff from. It's like a branch off from the Latter Day Saints and the 7 Day Adventist. I hear that is a cult too. Okay, and when I get the strongest feeling when it comes to Summer Wells, um, the church that her parents went to, I get the strongest feeling that that is a cult. I like strongest feeling. Like my uncle first. So I've been talking with my uncle. My uncle is a pastor slash bishop, but he is also aware of his spiritual power. So he don't just limit himself to Bible knowledge. He also leads with his spiritual knowledge, the things that is his highest self that is telling him things, or he gets those messages from God. So he just gets an automatic feeling. And the first time I showed him uh what I did on Summer Wells and asked him what he thought, he said the church is a cult. And look, I couldn't even argue. I'm the type of person, I know the truth. I know the truth when I hear it. I couldn't even argue. I was like, you know what? I could believe that. I can't argue. I cannot argue with the truth. If it's the truth, I know it as the truth. I don't need no explanation. I know it as the truth when I hear it. So when he said that, and I said, I can't even argue with you. I believe that. So anyway, yes, I don't even know how. Oh, I was talking about Nature Boy. Right. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up that he got sentenced to life plus 10 years. And in the state of Georgia, the reason why people I was watching somebody's live, and the reason why people were saying 40 years is because in Georgia, I looked up what is a life sentence um in Georgia, and that is 30 years. And if you were trying to throw the book at them, it's 30 plus 8 years, but this might have been uh, a time before it was changed because she sentenced them to 30 plus 10 years. So that's why everybody kept saying he got 40 years because you look up what's the amount of time that that equals to in each state. So that's what I came up with. I don't know if that's what it's going to be. I don't know if that's what it's going to be in the end, but I just wanted to put that out there. So now let's move on to Mr. Corey Holcomb, honey. So if y'all seen my last live on this week on the internet, I was talking about how Club Shay Shay just need to grip one of these punk mother effers up and let them know he's not playing with them. And he won't have too many problems out of these people that's getting real mouthy, that's trying him because they're doing it for attention. But he just needs to let one of them know uh, that he's not playing with them. And the word will get around. They will shut up and back up. So 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 now I was watching. Look, I got this with Tasha K too. Look, I got a lot of stuff with Tasha K, but not the Nature Boy stuff. But the Corey Holcomb, she and Corey Holcomb must be going through some type of beef. So she about to do an interview and expose Corey for liking his anus played with, y'all. Look, allegedly, I ain't say this. She said this. She said she done did an interview with it. I don't know if it was his baby mama. I don't know, y'all. I'm not making this up. You can't make this up. And something with fingers to his anus. Okay, that's what he like. Okay, look, I'm just saying. In my last live, I said to me, Corey Holcomb seemed more uh interested in the same sex than Shay Shay. I said the way he talked, listen to the way he talked, y'all. I said all this stuff before this has come out, and this has come to the light, y'all. I know Club Shay Shay better be in his seat laughing and keep keying about this bull crap. Because look at that. You try to shame somebody else, and look at you, all out there wanting your, you know what I mean, played with like that. So also they had showed they showed this clip of him trying to explain how he was supposed in a caught up in a transformer situation. Okay. So he did a live about him supposed to, like, he trying to get in front of the story and trying to explain how he was supposedly quote unquote tricked by a transformer, and that he didn't know it was a transformer, and his friend tried to tell him and he thought no way, and they must have DM'd each other. Okay. They DM'd each other, and they was having conversations, and somehow he then discovered that this transformer was not a woman. Okay, I'm just saying, look, didn't I tell y'all like 2 weeks ago that this dude seemed more light on his feet than Club Shay Shay? Okay, I tried to tell y'all. Now, ain't this something? It ain't take nothing but 2 weeks for that to spin around, for that karma to spin around, for spin the block on his ass. So anyway, um, that's all I wanted to say about that. I wanted to touch on that. Okay. Now, also, uh, all right. So I want to talk on now. I wanted to move on to the Wendy's documentary, Wendy Williams documentary. So what I felt about it. Let me go try to find I should have had this pulled up. I don't know why I didn't. I really messed up with this. But I wanted to move on to my opinion. First, I'm gonna tell y'all these cards that I pulled about this, and what was said and how I interpreted. Um, if I was better at maneuvering things online and on lives, I would have showed it to y'all. But I'm just going for now. Um, just tell y'all what the cards was. So, let me try to find this in my I think it's in here. Yeah. So let me find this in my camera and say what. Okay. So, all right. So let me say something about what happened with Wendy, the cards that I pulled, and the cards that everybody's seeing what's going on with Wendy in this documentary. And I felt like this is the cards I pulled. They are gaslighting her. They are gaslighting her to seem more out of it mentally than she really actually is. And her son should be ashamed of himself for being the executive producer of this special that she was on. He should be ashamed of himself. So anyway, um, let me get back to that. Dang, people always somebody buzzed my thing and made me let me come back to it. But they said he is gaslighting her, the family, everyone around her, except for this, whatever they call the guardian, is gaslighting her. I also got that hurt her to the core that she is being gaslighted by her own family. And the son is an executive producer of this special in which they showed Wendy in this unflattering light. They said Wendy is feeling lost and that she is sorry for spoiling her punk behind boy and that she wish she could take it all back because he thinks that he's slicker than the system and he thinks that he's going to like I believe that uh the doctors could have possibly been paid for this diagnosis and they keep trying to publicize this diagnosis in this documentary as if this happened in 2023 but this happened in 2021 when she was together more she came out and spoke against this. Now she didn't know that her son is probably included or behind the scenes involved in this ruling because he thought he was going to get control of her purse strings. And let me add that on the documentary they was talking about because I didn't watch it, but I heard about it. I really heard about it. So that her son was outed for spending over $180,000 in Uber Eats. Are you serious? So and having this party. He spent all this money. That is what alerted the banks, and that's what made this emergency meeting or situation where a guardian was appointed to her finances because she was trusting her boy to do the right thing by her and, that's what we do. We believe in ours. We believe that our family will do right by us. But she was trusting her boy to do right. And he effed up and spent and this is when they was on vacation in Florida at the time. And he spent like $280,000 in a day for a party. And that's what made them summons her back to New York and have this emergency. I don't know if it's a court hearing or a meeting in which the guardian was put in place because the son was wilding. The son was wilding. But yeah. So you said you started to watch that show a few days ago. Yeah. So yeah. So also I wanted to find what I did. Oh, so let me go into my cards to get what I had on Diddy's situation. So my opinion of the Wendy thing before I finish that up is that everybody around her wants something from her. Everybody keep trying to say, and in this documentary, they kept trying to make it look like this guardian is mistreating Wendy or doing something wrong. A guardian cannot mistreat Wendy or spend her money. A guardian got to report documented records of every penny that is accounted for what is spent from Wendy. That's what a guardian does. This is a court appointed guardian, okay? So if that happened, this guardian got to report every single penny that is spent by Wendy. So they're lying about this guardian taking the money. If anybody is trying to take the money or finesse the money from Wendy, it's her family. Look both ways with this family. Every person in her family, if you ask me, is not trustworthy. I'm gonna say that daddy, her dad, do not have enough. I almost want to say his wits might be a little off because he is older than Wendy. He's about 20 to 30 years older than Wendy. And so Wendy is about 60. So he's about 80 plus. So he might not be the most fit mentally to manage that, but he the only one that I would possibly trust. The rest of them is not trustworthy. So I just wanted to say that. So somebody should be watching those accounts. Yes, a guardian is, but they trying to make it. This is what they try to do on the documentary. They try to make it like the guardian is keeping Wendy away from them, is uh trying to control Wendy's money and doing stuff and spending frivolously Wendy's money. When if anybody is, it's her family. The guardian cannot frivolously spend Wendy's money. The guardian got to account for that. She got to appoint that to the courts. I mean, she got to present that to the courts every month or so. She has to have extremely clear documented records that she is putting and presenting to the court and saying what has been done with this money. So they trying to make it like it's one thing that is not. So so let me say, I'll save the best for last. Now let me talk about Diddy. Okay. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love, whatever the F you want to call him. Let's get into it about all this stuff that been going on with Diddy. First, I'ma say that if y'all don't know, for the people that don't know, a man has came forward to press charges or so against Diddy for SCXUAL abuse or harassment or something of that nature. Now, when I ask the ancestors what really happened, I keep getting that it's a clout chase. I keep getting that it's not true, but it's almost like this man is telling half truths. The thing that he's not telling is that he has some type of inappropriate relationship with Diddy or some type of intimate relationship with Diddy, but he's trying to make it seem like it's against his will. Now, whatever else happened, I don't know about that. But I feel like this man had a intimate relationship with Diddy. He said this abuse happened from September of 2022 to October of 2023. That mean, and he said it happened in various states. That means you traveled the world with this man. What are you talking about? You traveled the world with this man. So why was you traveling the world with this man? It sounded like you was his side piece. You was traveling the world with your man. So I'm just gonna say that. So let me first tell y'all what is what I pulled about this. So the first card that I pulled was that this person is single. He in this by himself. He is dolo about this situation that I don't know if they broke up and that's what made him do this, because that's what I'm single could also mean. But it also mean that you doing this by yourself, you dolo, and that you ran away, right? He ran away. That's the next card. He ran away from the situation. He ran away from what? The next card is his dreams. So he ran away from his dreams because of the craziness that was going on with whatever happened with him and Diddy, right? I didn't know if it was for Diddy or was it for this man, but because it could mean that Diddy is going to have to get away from his dreams. I don't know if some karma or justice is going to be coming in this situation or not, but I'm gonna get into some more situations that surrounding Diddy as well. So the next one says that this man is leaving. Okay, he leaving in the future soon. So I don't know if he's saying he leaving his dreams behind in the future, and that will be soon. Or if it's implying that Diddy will have to be leaving his dreams behind, like all the companies that he's involved with, like Revolt TV, all that stuff behind in the future soon. But I just want to put that out there. This is the card that I drew. Just the cards that I had got. And I did that a few days ago. So anyway, now let's get into the other things that was coming out about Diddy. So this girl named Tiffany Red, she was first known as putting out something against Beyonce about the songwriter credits, which I don't think is right. She was first known to the world for this, about saying that, Beyonce is taking up to 25% credit of people's work, of songwriters' work, in which she did not write a word or a song or anything. And why is she allowed to do this? She was supposed to be fixing this and trying to fix this in the industry. This is what the girl Tiffany Red said. Now, after the Diddy stuff then came out, now she coming out and saying that this is what I heard from her. She could say this is not what she said, but this is what I heard. So she said that it's a industry where she's sexually harassed, and that it's an industry that the reason why she didn't um make so many hits is because she didn't want to sleep her way to the top. Now at the end of this stream, she said, "Why?" Now this is going to be her words in particular. Why didn't I make the hits? Because I had to do so from being on my back, bitch. This is what she said. This is exactly what she said. So you telling me that you did sleep with somebody to get there, but you didn't have to make that decision. That was your decision and your decision alone. Like, I'll be damned. I'm not sleeping with nobody to get to write some songs. Okay? So anyway, then she said she's not going to be doing that. She got a mother and a father that look at her, but that was her trying to clean it up what she just said. These were the last words that she said. So this is what I saw. So the girl Tiffany Red is back saying that she's suing Diddy for some type of sexual harassment or something like that, and that how her all the work that she done songwriting for Cassie when the Cassie and Diddy stuff went left. I guess you're talking about that. It's me and you now, and I like it. I think I want to make a move. Now, that's the only thing I know of Cassie. But anyway, she said when Cassie's project was sidelined um because of her and Diddy going back, she trying to sue Diddy. I don't know if that's going to be successful. More power to you. More power to you. I hope you get what you're looking for. But I just want to put that out there that she said herself with an attitude and everything is on my bitch behind it, that she slept with somebody to get somewhere in the songwriting world. And that's why she don't have that many hits. Okay. So then after I seen that, now, I also seen that another lady came forward, and we're going to get into this. That's why I saved this for last. I saved the best for last because I want to get into the details, the dirty details, because a lot of people was not born when this went on. Okay? So, we got to remember that it's a younger generation out there that was not born. They might be just turning 24, 25, and if they was born, they was just born. So anyway, in 1999, so this woman came forward along with Tiffany Red on the same day this came out that she is the woman that was SHOT in the face at the hands of P. Diddy, as she says, allegedly, okay, at the club in New York when Diddy used to deal with Jennifer Lopez. A lot of people might not know that. But Diddy used to deal with Jennifer Lopez, okay? So he was at a club with her, and it was a whole situation that happened. But I'm going to get into the details of the situation. Now, this lady, she was saying that she saw the man, I don't know, his name is Mr. Rod something. His name is Rodney something, the person who was making these claims against Diddy. I don't know if he's including Diddy's son, because I heard something about Diddy's son being included in some type of lawsuit. But I don't know if he's the one that's including Diddy's son in the charges. But the woman said that this man, Rodney something, that's found these charges against Diddy, said that he held him at gunpoint trying to get his cheeks. Okay, look, let me tell you something. I hope that is not true that he was trying to get his cheeks at gunpoint, but we gonna leave that alone. I don't believe it, but I picture, when people say stuff, I picture it in my head. Okay, so it's just I didn't mean to laugh like that, but I picture it in my head. Okay, so anyway, the man said that Diddy held him at gunpoint to get his cheeks, and said that you don't think I would use it. Uh, I was the person that uh hit that man up in the club. I mean, hit that woman in the face in the club, or hit up the club, or what else can I say? Sprayed up the club in 1999, and I let Sean take the fall for it. Now, I don't believe this at all in the least. Now, who would just voluntarily resort back to 1999 talking about, you don't believe me, I did this and made Sean take the fall? But for the people that was not alive for this, I'm going to go over the dirty details, okay? Because this is all facts, but I don't believe that Diddy said that and supposedly trying to strong arm or muscle or intimidate Rodney for his cheeks. Okay, I don't think he said that. Anyway, so for the people that don't know about what happened at this club, let me get into it. Okay, so this is back in 1999. At this time, Diddy was his name was Puff Daddy back then. Puffy, we used to call him. So anyway, he was dealing with J Lo, Jennifer Lopez, right? Now, I feel like they had some type of business arrangement that Jennifer seen him as an opportunity to advance her career. I feel like Diddy approached her as such, like, yo, let me I could take you big places. I could get your career up. If you sing with me, da, 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 I could give you the world. I feel like that's what he was selling to her. Right? So they goes out one night at club. I forgot the club name, but anyway, it's a club in New York. So they goes out to this club in New York. Um, something. So while they are either about to leave the club or they are making their way to the door for a break or whatever, right? Somebody says, "F you, Diddy." No, "F you, Puffy." I could buy and sell you or something. And he threw money at him in his face or slapped him in the face with some money. I think it was threw money in his face, but I got a dramatic mind, so I could have said slapped him in the face with the money, but I think it was threw the money in his face. But in New York, this is a very disrespectful act, right? So it triggered Diddy. Now the woman says that Diddy is the person that hit her up in the face. And let me say this too: the woman that was speaking, she did go on a whole entire press run, and she was telling everybody who would listen. She even had a press conference or something with a band-aid on her face saying that Diddy is the one, that Puffy is the one who did this and hit her up and hit her on her face, like with the gat. So I'm just saying that's what I remember that. And she was going around to radio stations, everything. She was looking to get a watchful eye for everybody to know that he did this. And she did win. I don't know if it was I think it was only a civil court suit. Let me find that out. Was it only a civil court suit? Yeah. So it was only a civil court suit. So she did win her civil case or whatever, and he did have to pay her for the damages of doing it. So he was found guilty in a civil court for that. But so anyway, this dude was like, "F you, Diddy, I could buy and sell you," or something like that. And he threw a bunch of money in his face. Now in New York, this is a sign of disrespect. So so this very well could have triggered Diddy. Okay. And Diddy could have went off the deep end and forgot where he was at, forgot who he was with, forgot who he was at the moment, and did not wait for them B-boys to do his dirt for him. And he could have been triggered and did it himself. So I could believe that the woman was saying he did it himself because in New York, that's a that's like slapping a man in the face. So so now, he's been triggered. So he very well could have did it. Now, they say that Sean said, hold up, I got this, and then, sprayed up the club. But I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm gonna tell you details of the events that happened. So now, remember I told you this happened in 1999. So they went to trial about this court situation. Now, I believe that somebody, if Diddy did it, I believe that somebody tried to talk Sean into taking the weight for that, because he can't go down. He's the CEO of this company and da 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 da. And so Sean was under the impression that they was going to be represented to the best of their ability. But when the court case came up, right, Diddy split the attorneys. Now, Sean and Diddy were supposed to be represented together at first. But guess who Diddy got, right? So he gave Sean a regular old attorney, and Diddy went and got Johnny Cochran, y'all. Johnny effing Cochran. Yo, so hey, together. How are you, honey bun? How are you new? Good to see y'all. So, so at this time, Diddy went and got Johnny Cochran, the one who got OJ off, okay? He went and got Johnny mother effing Cochran, okay? So, so Johnny, in the result of that, got Diddy off. And then Diddy got Sean, a separate attorney. And Johnny probably advised him that, like, if you want any chance of beating this case, you need to separate your cases. Y'all need to separate yourselves, and you need to get him a lawyer, and I'll be your lawyer. And that's what happened. That's what he did. And so Sean ended up getting like 10 to 12 years or something. No, 8 to 12 years or something. And and when they found out that Sean was convicted, they went into Bad Boy Entertainment and tore the whole entire building up. I remember this specifically. Tore it up. Okay. So anyway, right? Let me go on from there. So once Sean was convicted, his people was on fire. Okay. Now, after this, I mean, it could have been one day after this to a week after this. It's this show that used to exist called 106 in Park, right? So he goes on 106 in Park, did he? With these people, I forgot what he called them, like bad boy artists or something like that. Like it's like a group. But now it just says G Dep, Black Rob, and P Diddy or whatever. But it used to be called something like the Bad Boy Artist or something. I can't remember what their name was. But he releases this song. 106 in Park is a place that was a video show place where you go to release your videos when you want to get big shine and you want to blow up. It was a great marketing tool for an artist to blow up on like their video, their career, everything. They should go on One of Support, present the video. If the people like it, they vote or something and they get you on there and you be on a countdown from 10 to 1 or whatever. So then he goes and presents a video, and this is either one day after or it's from one day to 7 days. It was no more than a week after. But right after he beat the case, he goes on there and start and release this video. Now on this video, it'd be like people might remember the song, maybe not, but it'd be like, take this money, make this money. Ain't no way you could take this from me. Shake it, honey. Something. Let's get it, right? It's called Let's Get It, right? So G Dep, I believe it was. It could have been Black Rob, but G Dep, because this is the first time I had seen Black Rob ever. So I think it was G Dep though. But he was like, oh, you bet I won't write you. Like he coming at Sean, right? For taking the weight for Diddy and being convicted. And he like, and you could bet I won't write you. I'm like, what? So at the very end, Diddy is the last person to rap on this song. So he says, the last words of this song before the chorus and they're going off of the video is he said, not guilty and I'm filthy. So he just literally said that he did this. He literally said that he did it. Not guilty, and I'm filthy guilty, filthy, dirty, guilty in it. Okay? So I just remember that. And I don't know why he did that dumb but if it ever was a time where he could be charged for that, he really just put himself in a criminal situation. I don't know if this lady is after pursuing criminal charges. You said I share this live on my channel. Thank you, D Truth. Thank you. So how you doing, boo? So anyway, good to see y'all. So yeah, at the end of the video, he was like, not guilty and I'm filthy. He could have said feel me, but I'm one of those people that add my little own inputs on records or whatever. So I could have said feel me because it was like not guilty and I'm filthy. That means he did it. He did it and he bragging and he throwing it in the world face. And he went to 106 in Park to present that. And he set up this artist to take the fall for him. And I hope that somebody do try to pursue some type of charges, um, criminal charges, to get him to serve some type of time for the dirty deeds that he done. But I just wanted to enlighten y'all for the people that might not have been born yet or might not have been paying attention to shows like 106 in Park or paying attention to a long time ago when Diddy did this. And that's why J Lo had left him. Cause she only was with him to advance her career. They had went to the Grammys together. I'll never forget that dress where it was almost all she was almost naked. Cause it was like darn near open totally in the front. So so she was almost naked next to him at the Grammys. I think it was the Grammys. She was only with him to advance her career. Now, when he got into this trouble, she was like, oh, hell no. She cut him short. Like, she cut him off like she never knew him. Shout out to the girl. She cut him off like she never knew him. If I didn't know she was a Leo, I would have thought she was my sign, which is a Cancerian, because we will cut you off like we never effing knew you. Like, when we done with you, we done with you. It's nothing to talk about. Don't call. We gonna block your number. We not messing with you. So so that's what she did too. She might be half Cancerian. I gotta remember where her birthday is at. If it's like 7/27, she will be half Cancerian and half Leo. But anyway, so so she cut him short like she never knew him. And this is the time when he was making all these love songs trying to get her back or whatever. I need a girl to ride. He's like, closer than my friend. We was like brothers all night, play fight under the covers and all this stuff and begging for her back, right? So she, on the other hand, is making songs like "Ain't That Funny When You Had Me," "You're Something," "Love Is Crazy." She like, and then you try to buy me all the bling and bling. I thought I told you love don't cost a thing. So anyway, she sending shots at him like that and saying things like that to him. But the truth of the matter is, she cut that man short as soon as that club thing that night was the end of their relationship. When Diddy, because she know who really did it. She know if Diddy really did it. She was hand in hand with this man at the club. So she really know the true story. She really know who really did it. And she was not with this street shit. And she cut him short. From that night on, Diddy could not get a hold of her no more. She's like, I'm not gonna mess up my career for this street shit. So, and that's understandable. So I just wanted to enlighten y'all about the things that happen. And you said that's you too. You'll cut them short like you never knew them. But yeah, so I just wanted to enlighten y'all on the things that happen on uh the whole thing with the Diddy story about everybody about that woman. She's not lying. She did expose him and she did win her civil suit against him. So I don't know what is her angle right now. That's my thing. I don't know why did she come out right now. Is she trying to pursue criminal charges? Because if she is, Diddy should be worried. But I don't know if the statutes of limitations is extended for like attempted murder because She already. This was in 1989. So if it's only extended for MURDER, then she done missed her chance. But I don't know the rules in New York. So we'll see what happens with this. I've been seeing pictures of Diddy. He been looking so worried. He got his hands in his lap. He dressing like he bummy and everything. He ain't flashy. He ain't dancing all up in the videos. Look, that's from Suge. Look, hold up. We was talking about something about that too. I was like, Suge wasn't lying. I was like, when on that the Vibe Awards or whatever that was, when East Coast was beefing with West Coast, and Suge came up and said this when I think Pac was still in jail, and he had just signed with Death Row, and Suge came up and said, come to Death Row if you don't want the executive producer all up in the videos, dancing and all this. Yo, he wasn't lying. This man was all up in the videos, dancing, co-signing. What Kurt Franklin is the gospel, that's what Diddy was the hip hop and shit. And he used to be like co-signing everything. He was trying to become a star on your own thing. I feel like Biggie probably pumped him up and made him thought he was a bigger role than what he actually was in Bad Boy Records, because he wasn't doing all that co-signing in Craig Mack's video. Only in Biggie's. I don't know what didn't happen. Them Geminis, they be lifting other people up and making them think they more important than they are, and that they got more of a role in their success than they really do. So I think that Biggie probably did that and got his head all big, and then he started dancing all up in the videos, like Suge said. But yeah, so what was you gonna say? Let me start putting up these guys. Look, I know I'm good and late, but I just usually look away just to get all my whatever I want to say out. So I'm just going. Let me see. What is that? Yeah. I'm gonna put that away. But I get what you're saying. Yeah. So, um, let me see. Let me put it. Said, who that? Is she oh yeah. She she don't have that's what they trying to do. They trying to get Wendy to make one of them a power of attorney, but she got a guardian. She got a guardian that is overseeing her money. And that's why they're trying to get this. They thought they was going to outsmart the court system. They actually did this in 2021, but for some reason, it's just getting put out there for 2023, which is crazy because um, it already happened 2 years ago. And Wendy came out of sound mind. I wish I could find that. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find Wendy Williams in 2022, I believe, speaking out. Let me look that up right now. Come on. Wendy Williams video of her speaking out against the guardianship in 2022. Yes, let me see. That's 17 hours ago, a week ago. I went years ago. Um, Dang, I can't find it. They don't got it. Let me see. Hold up. Here it is. Hold up. Let me see if I can play it for y'all. Let me see if it says something about it. Because I said something to her. She was on Facebook, Instagram, all that. I said something to her about what she needed to do. Because she was saying it like she didn't understand what was going on. But what was going on is her baby spent $280,000 of her money. And in one day, throwing a spring break something get down and dirty in Florida type of party, and spent $280,000 in one day. That's what made them, that triggered the alert and the alarm on the banks, and they had a court proceeding to get a court order guardian over her money, because that's crazy. And she didn't want to, like, the son must have been lying to her, like, no, mom, that's from when I went to school or whatever. He didn't lie and told her, and she wanted to believe him. But the truth of the matter is that he was lying, and he did that. He spent $280,000 in a day. So yes, that's gonna trigger it. Let me see. Let me see if they gonna show the damn. I want the footage. Let me see if it's. Let me see if it's playing it. No, no. Hold up. Let me just go backwards and just read what it says. No, I don't want to read what it say. I wanted y'all to hear her, and I wanted y'all to hear her mental stability at this time when they was trying to say when she was first diagnosed with this frontal temporal or something dementia in 2021 that she came out and spoke against it and said she has a problem. She feels like they've been stealing money from her, and they stole $22 million from her or something like that. I don't really know if that was true, but she probably was thinking that they didn't took her money. But no, they have not taken her money. They are literally guarding her money from her damn child because her son is the executive producer of that special. So yeah, what you said? Oh, somebody should be watching those accounts. Yup. The Guardian is. She has to report every month what is spent on Wendy's account. So yeah. But yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you for subbing. Yeah. Hey. So let me see what y'all had to say about this. Oh, damn it. So that's gonna be it today. Hold up. Let me push mute for a second. So I'm gonna have to wrap it up. That's my job. It was beautiful kicking it with y'all. Thank you for the people that came. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Peace.